Assalamualaikum and very good evening to our respectful lecturer, Miss Hawa. My name is Muhammad Rafi bin Jeffrey, and I would like to present to you guys about my topic in the impact of fast fashion. Okay, first of all, I would like to ask you guys, do any one of you are familiar with the term of fast fashion? I bet you guys are aware of what is fast fashion actually. Alright, fast fashion is brand. This is a brand of fast fashion that you guys are familiar with, I guess. Okay, first of all, the brands like H&M, Uniqlo, Shein, Zara, Cotton On, and there's many more brand. Okay, and may I know, do you guys really know what is the meaning of fast fashion? For your information, fast fashion is an industry that replicate the latest trend on the catwalk or runway to cater the demand of the consumer regarding of the latest trend. They mass producing it with a very low quality. So whenever there's a changing in the fashion trend, new item can be produced with a very cheap production like that. Yes. So, some people do ask why and how can a fashion be harmful toward the ecosystem? So, can you imagine before the globalization, fashion just have around 4 seasons like that: the summer, spring, winter, and autumn. But due to the globalization, fashion trend now has been changing by every week in a year. Can you imagine how many trend and that need to be done? And when the fashion need to be done like that, this has caused the problem, right? Okay, we go to the next slide. Okay, how can fashion be harmful? Do you guys ever pop up this type of question in your mind that how can especially a fast fashion be harmful toward the ecosystem? Okay, I'm going to explain to you guys about each one of the picture here in the slide. Okay, firstly, regarding the oil and the fiber production. For your information, majority of our clothes now are made from a synthetic type of fiber which is called the polyester, right? Alright, to produce this synthetic material, it require the process from oil and then need from the chemical reaction to change it into stuff until the end product become what we know as this synthetic fiber, the polyester. So it require a lot of energy being used, plus and thus this will increase the amount of carbon dioxide to the atmosphere. And for your information too, there is some brands sometimes they've been using a lot of pesticide for what you call for their cotton, right? Not all cotton are sustainably growth. Some of them use a lot of pesticide just to increase their production of cotton. So this is not very unethical. Okay, this is very unethical. Next, we go to the clothing production. Okay, do you know to make a pair of jeans, it require about 7,600 liters of water just to produce one pair of jeans. Can you imagine how can the water be used to a water crisis country? It could help a lot of people in the country rather than to make one of your trouser jeans. Okay, besides that, the coloring, the dye that being used to make all our outfit colorful is very harmful toward the ecosystem and can pollute our source of fresh water. Next is the microplastic problem. Okay, as you know, all this outfit is made from the synthetic fiber, right? Just now that I mentioned. So, thus, it contain plastic. Do you know the harmful effect of the plastic, like the turtle with the straw in the ocean, right? Yes, it is very harmful toward us especially. Okay, as you can see in the picture, there's a washing machine. They are washing our clothes. Whenever we wash our clothes, okay, this um, without our conscious, the microplastic will be dissolved. We can't see it because it's micro in size. When the microplastic are out from our washing machine, it go to the river and to our ocean, and the fish will eat this microplastic as they tend to think that this thing is part of their food, which is the plankton, which is micro in size too. Alright, and this is where the problem start. If let's say a fish eat the microplastic and we, without our realization, eat the fish, we too, if we consume a lot of microplastic, we can get infected by a cancer, yeah. Okay, and then another problem is uh increase of clothing at the landfill. For you, like I said just now, with the fast fashion trend are changing very quickly. So as you know, plastic takes around 200 years to naturally unravel. So by that, it becoming a lot of waste, as more and lot of people are throwing all of their unwanted trend at the landfill. Why do we just burn them? Okay, if we burn them, this will create another problem, like the effect of the carbon emission, the increase of the carbon emission to the atmosphere. It can thinning our ozone layer, thus creating a more problem. Yes, and how can we, and what can we do to minimize the impact of fast fashion as an individual? Okay, as an individual, if we want to minimize the impact of fast fashion, we can go for thrifting. You can go to your local bundle store and check out the very cheap and reasonable price to make an outfit create that are perfectly fit to your personality and your true self. Okay, and then you can upcycle your old garment and turn them into a new one. And another one, you can go for a conscious fashion alternative. What I mean by conscious fashion alternative is that you are very conscious. You research about the background of the sellers, on where they get all their raw material, where they resource it from. Is they pay their workers very with a good amount of wages. Yeah, is the cotton and the material used to make our clothes is ethically sources. Okay, and then you can go for a slow fashion alternative, like tailor made for you according to your personal preference, by not buying the fashion trend. If let's say you are supposed to buy the fast fashion from the major fast fashion retail, you can learn a proper care of your clothes to make it long last. Okay, it is not wrong to buy, but only buy whenever and whatever you need it. Okay, yes. So if let's say you buy one of these clothes from a retail store, make sure you keep it very properly. You follow all the instruction care about it, on how to handle it. Okay, so that it will last longer. Okay, and always buy less and buy better, which mean that only buy when you need it, and don't bulky buy. Okay, don't bulky buy, don't haul. Okay, because that was bad for the ecosystem. Okay, in conclusion, to be a fashionable person is not by catching up trends, but to be a fashionable person is what make you confident to wear, by being yourself and show it to the world around you. So this is my reference that I've been using for this presentation, and yeah, that's all from me. Thank you. Have a nice day, everyone. Goodbye.